Welcome to Nepal, home of some of the world's most iconic mountain treks. Far from the bustling crowds on the trails of Everest and Annapurna lies one of Nepal's most secluded and pristine adventures, the Manaslu Circuit. Over the next 2 weeks, I'll be trekking through this remote and rugged terrain, circling the world's 8th highest mountain. I'll be documenting every step of my journey, the breathtaking landscapes, the people I meet, the food, the places I stay, and all the unforgettable highs and challenging lows that come with this incredible expedition. And the highlight of this entire journey will be crossing the Larke Pass, a breathtaking 5,106 meters above sea level. With its high altitude and unpredictable weather and rugged terrain, it marks one of the most demanding sections of the trek. After a year in the planning, the journey of a lifetime is finally about to begin. Wow! On camera this will show how amazing this looks. I'm travelling from the UK to Dubai, and then from Dubai to Kathmandu. After arriving in Kathmandu, the team from Himalayan Forever Treks were there to greet me with a traditional welcome of a garland made of marigolds. I'm starting my journey on day 1 with breakfast at my hotel overlooking Kathmandu, the vibrant capital of Nepal. It's a lively, chaotic and colourful place with ancient traditions and modern life that coexist in a fascinating blur. The streets are a whirlwind of noisy motorbikes, bustling markets, and street vendors selling everything from trekking gear to handmade crafts. The streets are full of travellers, trekking shops, cafes, and local life buzzing day and night. I had to go on one of these, I'm not sure what they're called, but had to give it a go. So I've been told the best place in Kathmandu for buffalo momos is this place, Everest Momo Centre. But first of all, I need to get across this road. It is manic. I did it. Hello. I've been told the best place for buffalo momos in Kathmandu. One portion, please. How much is this? Sorry?
140.
140. Lovely, thank you, bad. So looking forward to trying these. Thank you. So here we go. Let's try them, see what they're like. All these cost just 86 pence. Wow. Oh, that flavour. The sauce, spot on. Penny bag, thank you. Oh man, they were perfect. They were absolutely spot on. Currently heading up to Monkey Temple, and there's 365 steps from the bottom to the top. Monkey Temple, or its official name Swayambhunath, is more than just a tourist attraction. It's a deeply spiritual site that embodies the mix of myth, religion and culture in Nepal. And the monkeys add a unique, lively character. It's a place where history, faith and daily life all converge. Everywhere you go, you will see these rows of prayer wheels. Locals and trekkers alike give them a gentle spin as they pass, always clockwise. Inside are scrolls printed with sacred mantras, and each turn is said to send out blessings and good energy into the world. And then there's the prayer flags, bright bursts of colour dancing in the wind. Blue for the sky, white for air, red for fire, green for water, and yellow for earth. Together, they're said to balance the elements and carry prayers wherever the wind blows. This is one of those moments that really makes you pause. Along the Bagmati River here in Kathmandu, families bring their loved ones for cremation, a ritual that's been part of the Hindu tradition for centuries. It's really quite moving to see. The ceremonies are open, public, and filled with meaning. In the West, death is kind of hidden away, whereas here, it's embraced as a natural part of the life cycle. It's a sacred place, and while it can feel uncomfortable to watch, it's also a powerful reminder of how different cultures see life, death, and what comes after. Here we go. The adventure officially begins at Machikola, but first, we've got an adventurous 9-hour bus ride from Kathmandu to Machikola. Although the distance isn't great in terms of kilometres, I've been informed the journey is slow and bumpy due to rough, winding roads that hug steep hillsides. Parts of the route are frequently affected by landslides, especially during and after monsoon season, which can lead to unexpected detours or delays. The road itself is a dramatic introduction to the remote nature of the Manaslu region, with stunning views and the occasional adrenaline rush as the bus navigates narrow cliffside paths. It's an adventure in its own right and sets a tone for the raw, off-the-beaten-path experience of the trek ahead. Our first stop after about an hour and a half of travel for a quick bite to eat and a cup of tea, and our first view of the mountain. Wow, what a bus journey that was. Incredible. We're finally here at Machikola. The journey begins tomorrow, after a good night's sleep first of all. So let me introduce you to the team. I'm Graham from Cornwall in the UK. Joining me is Daniel from Spain, who's been the perfect companion throughout the trek. My porter Keel has been invaluable, and I'll speak later in the video about my initial concerns of using a porter. And of course, my guide Gakul, with his deep knowledge of the mountains and his calm, friendly support, he's made this journey everything it could possibly be. Let me show you our first room of the trip. The rooms are very basic. This is a twin room I'm sharing with Daniel for the whole trip, I think. We do have a fan at the moment and a plug socket, although we're not expecting that later in the trip.
When you are in the Sama, there is a lake also, Virendra Lake.
Yeah.
Not enough.
No, yeah, I know.
That means let's go.
Jam jam?
Yes.
Jam jam.
Jam jam, yes. Not honey, only jam.
Not honey.
So, are you sure? Did you take everything? Nothing left, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah,
So we're off. We're on our way.
Yeah, so we have
Our
to go
first
down.
day for the trek.
Volleyball is one of Nepal's most widely loved sports and is played everywhere, even in the high altitude villages along the trek.
So we're now leaving Machikola for our first day actually trekking. And we've got about 8 to 10 hour trek to Jagat.
Also symbol of the Gorkha, the cross, yes?
Yeah.
These two, that's the sign of it.
There's a natural hot spring here, so I have to go in and give it a try.
But it's really bad at the beginning of the trip. It's like in the middle when there's snow. That's like when it's more
Every stop. Every stop.
and kind of walking like your legs are much more.
I wasn't looking. Wow, that felt good. That felt fantastic. Fresh again now.
How warm was it?
Lovely. No, go in.
No, not for me.
Oh, it's good. Very good. Look at that. Wow, on camera this will show how amazing this looks. Incredible. I'll get soaking wet. Look at that, it's a rainbow in the rocks. It's so close, I can actually touch it. I'm gonna get wet though. Look at that. Oh, touching a rainbow. How cool is that? We're gonna get wet. But we know our way through this part. We've been following the Budigandaki River all the way along, and now we're about to cross the first of many suspension bridges to cross on the other side. It's certainly bouncy as you're walking on it, but look at that, look at that. Awesome, what an adventure. There you go. Namaste. We've just reached our first milestone of 1,000 meters. Just another 4,000 plus to go.
Although the water here is safe for locals to drink, tourists are advised to filter and purify it to avoid any upset tummies.
We've just stopped for a well-deserved lunch. It's really quite warm, but obviously the higher we get into the mountains, it's going to be absolutely freezing. For the past 2 weeks, there's been horrendous weather with snow up at the mountain pass, and a lot of people didn't actually make the pass and had to come back down the same way. It was too dangerous. So we've no idea yet if we're going to make it across the pass. We'll find out when we get there. I've nothing for you. Nothing for you. Yes?
Her name is Shara.
Shara.
Guru
Shara.
Gale.
Namaste.
Shara Gale. Shara Gale. Yeah, Gunu.
Fun fact, I worked as a professional magician for about 35 years. And honestly, once a magician, always a magician. So many evenings in the tea houses ended with a bit of magic and loads of laughter.
I love the mornings. Everybody getting themselves ready for the next stage of their trek.
Any of my friends back home fancy a nice wild swim down there? Wow. Another of the more recent landslides.
Buddy?
Budi?
Budi. Budi Goranaki.
Yes, Budi Gandaki, yes. Maybe. Is it the same river? Is that still Budi Gandaki?
Yeah, still.
Yeah. There's a sign at the start of this bridge which claims it can hold 567 people. I wouldn't fancy being on it with that many people in here. I'm not sure. You know? We're here.
Here. And tomorrow we have to go to here, the Namrung,
Yep.
to sleep here.
Over the last couple of weeks, they've had some horrendous rain here in this area, which again is unusual for Nepal at this time of year. And they've had loads of landslides. And it's really sad that a tourist lost their life just last week. These guys are clearing away yet another landslide. Thank you. Namaste. Simple rule here when you see donkeys is to stand on the safe side, obviously, not on the edge where they can barge into you and push you over the edge. This is our accommodation for night 3.
हामी टोटल नेपाल कतिजना हामी नेपाल टोटलमा त 3 जना.
Just want to recap on the first 3 days of this trip. So the first day there, we had a bus ride from Kathmandu to Machikola, a 9-hour journey, and I was told to expect a bumpy journey. My goodness, bumpy was an understatement. But at the same time, it was an absolutely fantastic journey, a journey I'll never ever forget. The views along the way, the waterfalls, the roads conditions, it was just an amazing experience. And I can't imagine ever having a journey like that on a bus again. And then day 2, we hiked from Machikola to Jagat. And it was about 9 hours, with about an hour for break as well in between that. So about 9 hours in total. And we trekked about 20 kilometers, which is about 12 miles. Now, normally, when I go hiking myself, I'm normally out, I can hike sort of, 15, 20 miles, no problem at all. But this was just ups and downs the whole way. And I think I underestimated how tough this journey was going to be. And although it was tough, it's still really enjoyable. But the views along the way, every time you saw a fantastic view, well, saying that, all the views are fantastic, but you saw something in particular, you thought, look at that. And you would take a picture. But then maybe 5 minutes later, it's the same view, but it was even better. And then 5 minutes later again, it was even better again. And you're just constantly taking pictures and videos. And the waterfalls, oh my goodness, they were incredible. The power of that water and the rocks. So yeah, day 2, actually hiking, was quite an experience, which I didn't expect. But what I also didn't know, that is the hike from Machikola to Jagat was not actually part of the Manaslu Circuit trek. Hey, okay, why am I? Yeah, talking to myself. Was not part of the Manaslu Circuit trek. That hike was to get us to the conservation area where the trek starts. And then the second day was very similar. The second day, more ups and downs. And it's incredible. There's so many steps up and up, up and up and up. And then you come down. Then you go back up and up, and you come down. So day 1, we hit the first milestone of 1,000 meters above sea level. Tonight, we're actually at our accommodation now at Ying. And the elevation here is 1,900 meters. And tomorrow, we carry on again. You try it. Do that with your hand. With your hand, do that.
Oh my God.
This will give you an idea of what this trek is actually like. So many ups and downs. Today we started at 1,900 meters, just behind this valley here. And then we dropped all the way down to 1,800 meters to cross this bridge. And now back up again to 1,900 meters. So we're near the milestone of 2,000. Let me tell you about the concerns I had regards using a porter. Keel, with his incredible strength, has played a significant part of this journey. By carrying the bulk of my equipment, he's allowed me to travel with just the essentials I needed for that day. Initially, I found this really difficult. It felt uncomfortable relying on somebody else in that way. But when I spoke to Gakul, he reassured me that work in these remote regions is really scarce. And for porters, this is a vital source of income and a path forward. Many, like Keel, are training to become guides. Understanding this really helped ease my concerns. This sign tells you two things: the elevation and how long it takes to get to the next village. Not how far it takes, how long it takes. So yeah, there's many ups and downs on this trek, but when you're going up, it's tough. But when you've got views like that in front of you, oh wow, it's amazing. Just makes you smile non-stop. That is incredible. Here we are, milestone number 2, day 4, 2,000 meters. High fives. Yes.
Yes, we made
Just 3,106 to go.
every so often Gakul asked if we want to go a different way. And this way was much more higher up and then back down again. He said, but the views are worth it. I mean, look at this, the length of this bridge. You can see it's huge, absolutely massive this bridge is. And up there, you got the snow on the hills. And look how high it is. Look at that. That's the original bridge we would have been walking on. But this was worth coming this way. Wow, wow, wow.
Yes.
Meals.
Yes.
No?
Yeah. Similar.
Little bit similar. Small. Oh. Welcome to the round.
This is day 4. And this is the best room we've had so far. Still basic, just 2 beds. We've got a table for a change.
Good morning. Let me show you the view we're waking up to this morning. Look at this.
This is our new friend. He's been following us for about the last 2 hours. We've called him Kali. Hey, beautiful dog. One of our favourite sayings we've learnt is jam jam.
Jump, jump.
Jam jam, let's go. He's hiding it. He's hiding it. This morning we've been walking up so much, and we were so close to getting to 3,000 meters. In fact, we were about 50 meters away from 3,000, and now we're going down, which means we've got to go back up again yet to reach that 3,000 meter milestone. And although this is our 4th day hiking the track, we've not actually seen the Manaslu mountain yet, but today is the day we get to see it for the first time. I don't believe it. Up to 2,900
70 meters, 30 meters short, and we're going down again. We're stopping for a water break, and let me show you these views. Jam jam.
The low is there, but
And there it is, our first view of Manaslu. So with Manaslu in the background, we've reached our third milestone, 3,000 meters. How cool is that? High fives. Yeah. High fives. 3,000 meters. Awesome. Very good. This is Manaslu, and this is Nike Mountain. So we have to go around Nike Mountain to either side of Manaslu to climb up the other side of it to the Larke Pass. We've left our backpacks with Keo to look after for us, and we're taking a detour now to see a Buddhist monastery. It's going to be interesting. Children here can join a monastery at a very young age, often between 5 and 12 years old, sometimes with their parents' consent and sometimes as part of a family tradition. Some children remain monks for life, becoming teachers, scholars, or spiritual leaders. Others may leave the monastery as adults, often returning to family life or integrating into society with the skills and discipline they've learnt. Namaste. Namaste. Is it good? Yes, good. And rubber. Watch. Watch. Oh. Oh. Here it is. Strange. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Yes. That was really worth visiting. So interesting. And a bonus, making the children smile.
also the teacher.
And the teacher, yes, the teacher too. Do you know what? Every single day my smile is getting bigger and bigger. I mean, let me show you why. Look at that view. Incredible. Namaste. Namaste for you. Okay. Okay. Namaste. Okay. Nepalese yaks. Cracking beast.
Namaste, Manaslu.
Namaste.
This is where we're staying tonight. With Manaslu. That stunning view. And tomorrow morning, I've been told to get up early to get a sunrise. That is an absolute must. Hey, hey. Wow, the sunrise this morning was spectacular. This photo is possibly my favourite photo from the whole adventure. The peak of Manaslu in a warm orange glow at the centre of this photo, capturing the beauty of the morning light in the Himalayas.
We left the village at about 7:30 this morning, and just over half an hour we've done over 300 meters already. And while you're watching the terrain in front of you, when you look up, see those views. Oh, amazing. So down the bottom there is the village, 400 meters down, and we're still climbing. Look, there is Manaslu. We're currently at just over 3,800 meters.
Wow.
My usual hiking ground in the UK is Dartmoor, and this section of the trek feels like I'm hiking Dartmoor, with mountains included. Yes. Our next milestone, 4,000 meters above sea level. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
1,106 to go. And there's Manaslu. Awesome. We're so close, and yet we're still so far away. We still got to hike around Nike Mountain to get to Manaslu, the other side of Manaslu. So we still got 4 days trekking ahead of us. And then up to the mountain pass, Larke Pass.
We were due to hike to base camp and back down again on an acclimatization day, but it's not been possible due to the recent bad weather. They've had horrendous snowstorms. Base camp sits at 4,800 meters, whereas Larke Pass are even higher at 5,106 meters, so roughly another 300 meters higher again. Now, with base camp being closed, we're still not sure if we'll make the pass, so fingers crossed the weather will be kind to us by the time we get there.
And then put it here to just do, you have to pray for them.
What a place to sit and chill. Absolutely stunning views. Surrounded by mountains. I've got to do a 360 to show you. In fact, I can't put into words how breathtaking this is. Wow.
We are lucky.
This is a yak farm. But at the moment, the yak's not here. There you go, all the yak poo drying out for their fires. Namaste.
आज कहाँबाट
Good morning from a bitter cold Samagaun. We've got 3 more days to go hiking to get to the Larke Pass, which is behind me there. Once you pass the pass, it's then downhill 3 days back, 3 or 4 days back, I'm not sure. So the route today, we're heading this way. We'll be following this path and then rugged paths around the back of Nike Mountain there. And then eventually, after 3 days, we'll reach the Larke Pass. Hopefully, it's going to be safe enough to pass it. If not, we have to come all the way back again, which should be no hardship because this place is amazing. But before all that, it's time for some breakfast.
Breakfast today, Tibetan bread and omelette. Perfect for filling you up before another great day on the trek.
From Samagaun last night. This morning we left him, taking a diversion and came all the way up here to visit Borinda Lake. And what a fantastic view. So we're now heading down again to visit the lake. So quiet, so calm, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
We've reached Samdo, the village where we're staying tonight. We've just had a dinner. I've had dal bat once again. And now, an hour later, we're going to head up to way up there for just a general hike and back down again, which is to help with acclimatization. So you have to hike high and then come down sleep low, which apparently really helps. So we've got 1 more day tomorrow to Dharamsala, and then it's the highlight of the trip, hiking the Larke Pass. Wow. I can't believe it. Kali's still here. He's still here. We're on the day before the pass and he's still here. Our new best friend. Before I arrived in Nepal, I had a stinking cold and a cough. The cough's gone after about 5 days, but the cold is still there. I'm constantly blowing my nose. And I think because I'm hiking every day, my body's taking a real battering
And it's just not strong enough. The immune system's just not strong enough to fight this cold. But I'm letting this bowl my holiday, no danger. I'm still enjoying it as much now as I would without the cold. So why the Manaslu Circuit trek? Well, next month, in a few weeks' time actually, is my 60th birthday. And I didn't want to party. I wanted to do something amazing, something extraordinary, something with memories to treasure for the rest of my life. So I spoke to my wife Jill about it, my amazing, beautiful wife Jill, and she agreed I could do this for 3 weeks in Nepal. I did originally look at Everest. Now, Everest would have been amazing. I mean, it's the highest point in the world, but it's such a busy, busy place for tourists. So I decided on the Manaslu Circuit trek, which only opened to tourists in the early 1990s. Before that, it was closed. So I booked it up about a year ago. Oh my goodness, tell you what, when you take your boots off after a long day of walking, oh, that feels heaven. So yeah, I booked it up a year ago so I could start planning for it. And it's taken ages. It's been dragging on all year. And now I'm here. It's just flying past so much. So creating a video is good for me because I can live this trip for years to come and enjoy the memories over and over.
Yeah, if you can't go, you
So that's a lot of degrees I have.
could take a nap.
No, you have to play. Yeah, take a nap.
Oh, I thought you had to play.
Oh, gap.
Gap. For a gap.
Nice bowl of hot vegetable and Nepalese noodle soup called rada.
So Samdo peak more higher from here.
We're currently at 4,400 meters of elevation and the breathing's getting really tough. Every single step, it's like massive efforts. We've still got 700 meters to go. But wow, look at that. We can see there, the distance behind me is Manaslu. It's from a different direction. We're here. We've reached Dharamsala, our last stop before tomorrow's epic challenge and crossing the Larke, Manaslu's mountain pass. So we're getting up about 4 o'clock in the morning and starting just after that, and to give us plenty of time to cross the pass. I am so excited.
The rooms are also really basic, and we're sharing between 4 and 8 people to a room. Just mattresses on some rocks on the floor. We've got 4 in our room, so we're quite lucky. So it's me, Daniel, Damien, and one other person from a different group. So hopefully nobody snores. I'll have the earplugs in just in case. Wow, this place is incredible. I know I keep saying it, but it really is incredible.
Sadly, another trekker has become ill and required helicopter evacuation. It's really hard not to feel sorry for them. Reaching Dharamsala, the final point before the Larke Pass, only to be unable to complete the journey. It must have been a difficult and uncomfortable situation.
Having breakfast at 3:30 in the morning. It's not normal. So the time is 3:45 in the morning. We're all up, had breakfast, and we're now about to make the journey of a lifetime. We get to tackle the Larke Pass, where it's going to be an epic journey. We're currently at about 1,850 meters with about 250 to go. So close, and yet so far. It's freezing cold, and every single step is zapping you of energy. There's so little oxygen, but we're so close. We've done it. We've reached Larke Pass, 5,106 meters above sea level. Feeling brilliant. I'm overwhelmed, emotional. What an achievement. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right, now it's time to go back down again. But first, loads of photographs.
After crossing the pass, we've now got 2.5 days of descent, which is a relief to the lungs, but testing on the knees. The toughest climb is behind me, but now it's about being present and soaking in every single moment.
After more than 4 extremely tough hours pushing towards the pass, followed by another couple of hours descending down the other side, we were more than ready to rest and refuel. And what better way to power up than another plate of dal bhat? The boost we needed, served with incredible mountain views. After our longest, most demanding day on the trek, we finally reached our tea house for the night in Bhimthang.
Well, this room is going to be luxury compared with last night's room in Dharamsala. With no heating, no electricity. Let's find out. Here it is. What have we got? Oh yes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And our own bathroom, Western toilet.
No.
Yes.
See.
Even better.
Oh.
What a morning to wake up to. Good morning.
This is our lunch spot with that for a view.
Haircut, had a shave. After 2 weeks in the mountains.
Wow, that feels good. Haircut, massage, a shave. Oh my goodness. Feel fresh once again. Cheers. My final meal had to be dal bhat. I've enjoyed this so many times and I fly home tomorrow. So this is my final meal, my final dal bhat, and I'm going to really enjoy this so much. What an absolutely incredible adventure with memories to treasure for the rest of my life. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'm going to leave you now with the sights of Kathmandu. Cheers.